Peace be upon you, my dear brothers and sisters. Few days ago, under a heavy police presence, Salvan Momika, a 37-year-old individual who fled to Sweden several years ago, on Wednesday stomped on the Quran before setting several pages alight in front of Stockholm's largest mosque. Police in the Swedish capital had granted him a permit for the protest in line with free speech protections, but said later they had opened an investigation into the man over agitation. The Swedish Prime Minister, Ulf Kristersson, declined to speculate on the protest's possible impact. It's legal, but not appropriate, he said. We live in a time when one should stay calm and think of what's best for Sweden's long-term interest. By saying this, it means that it is legal in their country to burn the holy book of the Muslims, but then he says that it is not appropriate. So why you can make it legal if it is not appropriate? The incident occurred as Muslims around the world began marking the Eid holiday and as the annual pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia was drawing to close. Iraq condemned the Swedish authorities' decision to grant an extremist permission to burn the Quran. These events inflamed the feelings of Muslims around the world and represent a dangerous provocation for them. The Quran burning was also condemned by the 6-member Gulf Cooperation Council and by Morocco, which recalled its ambassador to Stockholm. Saudi Arabia has taken decisive steps to denounce the incident and prevent any future incidents that disrespect the Muslims' faith. In response to the disturbing incident, Saudi Arabia summoned Sweden's ambassador, Petra Menenda, to express its strong condemnation and call for immediate action. The kingdom emphasized the need for Sweden to cease all activities that contradict international efforts aimed at fostering values of tolerance and moderation. While rejecting extremism, such actions undermine the essential foundation of mutual respect that should govern relations between different peoples and states. During a special gathering held on Sunday at its headquarters in Jeddah, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which is based in Saudi Arabia, urged collaborative actions to prevent any future incidents of Quran burnings. In a show of dissent, several nations such as Iraq, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, and Morocco have summoned Swedish ambassadors to express their objections. This new offensive and irresponsible act disregards the feelings of more than 1 billion Muslims at this sacred time of the great pilgrimage to Mecca and the blessed feast of Eid. Further afield, Afghanistan's Taliban government also reacted angrily, saying, "The Quran burning is an act of utter contempt towards this noble religion." In January, a Swedish-Danish right-wing extremist burned a copy of the Quran near the Turkish embassy in Stockholm, also triggering outrage in the Muslim world. As the heartland of Islam, the kingdom recognizes the importance of fostering an environment that upholds these principles. By summoning the Swedish ambassador, Saudi Arabia has sent a clear message that all nations must unite against acts that threaten the delicate fabric of religion. May Allah unite our hearts and makes us one ummah, so that no one can do such actions again.